kindly allow me to write on the protocols that have been established by our council here, President Kavimba. My topic for today is about, it is on human rights, and the arbitrary arrest of our political party leaders. As you know, human rights are entitlements that everybody has, and they are guaranteed by our constitution. Zambia, we are members, we are a state party of the UN. So our human rights are guaranteed according to the many protocols, and conventions that we have signed, from the UN, and just by virtue that we're human beings, and like they say, everybody is entitled to those human rights because you are a human being. I normally hear sometimes UPND cadres saying that HH and UPND have brought freedom of expression. You hear that, isn't it? Yes. At HH, I write about human rights. Yeah, the opposition, they are abusing the rights which HH gave them. HH didn't give me my rights. HH not give anyone rights. If anything, if HH had the rights to give anybody rights, he wouldn't give them. Because, yeah. If he had the right to do that, he wouldn't. Because right now, he doesn't have that right, but it's more like they're getting those rights away from us. If you look at me now, when I was coming out, I was saying, I'm dressed informally, because I should have actually gone straight to the police. The police are waiting for me right now. It's like every day, whatever it is you say, you don't even know. They have to search. Because if you look at even defamation right now, I was talking to Council just the other day, Council Kavimba here. Defamation is in Zambia is no longer in the letter of the constitution. Defamation in Zambia now is in the head of President HH. Yeah. If he just feels that somebody has defended him, then the police are on you. Yeah. Doesn't matter what you have said. And sometimes you may not like what we are going to say. The same way, people never liked what you were saying when you're in opposition. They never came after you to arrest you for anything and everything.
Even now we don't like what he says.
Even now we don't like what he says, yes. But nobody's arresting him. So at the end of the day, if you look at what is happening in the country right now in terms of human rights, I think this is something that everybody has to be concerned about. If you look at this table right here, almost everybody has passed through that. President Sean Tembo there was arrested the other time, and he talked about Bali in his statement. You get the point? This is how ruthless they are. You cannot sue a person under the name Bali if you're not Bali. It does not appear on your NRC. It doesn't appear on your birth certificate. He talked about Bali, and he was picked up. Right now, he's appearing in court, actually. Under a statement he made on Bali. Okay? Honorable Nakachinda here. He has been appearing also, defamation of the president. President Silabo, you saw just the other week when I was arrested at Kawata Police. He came to see me, and the UPND cadres there came to harass him. But because he's a person that knows his human rights, and he knows that those rights are not guaranteed by their dictator, he went ahead and defended himself, and it was like that. And one shudders to think what would have happened if it was not caught alive on camera. You get the point. So these are the things that we are going through right now. And the international community, the Zambians, have to take keen interest in what is going on. Because if you are going to violate people at a human rights point, our own dignity, our own integrity as human beings, we are being violated like that, then there's a problem, And I'm very, very happy I've seen that President Hayali actually has sued right now. They have sued for violation of his rights. Because too many people are going to be arrested. You saw just the other day, journalists from Movie TV, Innocent Field, was arrested as well. So what they normally say at what do they say, Nyanja or Bemba, at Naminesari Mwazankara Mwai, that is why when there's a violation of human rights, everybody has to be interested. Because today to be the politicians, tomorrow to be you. Next to be anybody, So just the other day, Movie TV went to capture whatever it is that was happening. They were arrested just for that. You get the point? And I remember, by the way, the time that I was, the police came to my house. Diamond TV came. They had to leave because of the way they were being followed. They just said, this car we're seeing behind us is not looking okay. They have to go back. You get the point? Because at the end of the day, they don't care. They go after a politician, there's a journalist there also, they arrest the journalist. So these things are not things which are normal. And that is why as an opposition we've been saying, we shall not continue just talking. The first speaker here, President Kavimba, talked about the issue of grand total. To say, after speaking, what else do we do? We need to take action.
Yes.
You know? And that's the level that we have reached right now. Because we have seen that we are dealing with people that are ruthless. You get the point? These guys are ruthless. If you go to the institutions of democracy right now in the country, be it the ECZ, be it the registrar of societies, be it the police, be it the courts, very strange what is going on. You get the point? The police right now, I was taken for the so-called defamation of the president. It changed within 2 seconds to defamation of Claes Ramasani. If you read the charge sheets, which they were reading, maybe you're getting shocked again. But you're saying you got this from a Facebook page. I know what's that. They get what you say, they paraphrase it.
Yeah.
You know? When you paraphrase something, it has to mean exactly what the person said. You get the point? If somebody said black, then you say it dark like this. You get the point? No, somebody said black, you paraphrase it, and then you say white. You know? Or clear. No, it's dark, so meaning that it's black or somebody could not see or something like that. So paraphrasing has to maintain the same meaning of what somebody said. But because they're getting these things into their own hands, they don't care. That is why somebody can say Bali and they arrest him for saying Bali. Somebody can say anything. There are certain posts which I made on my Facebook where I was even saying that Uyu Muntu. They're on the touch sheet. Uyu Muntu. I don't know who Uyu Muntu is, even myself. You know, you talk about Uyu Muntu, then you are talking about this one. How do you conclude? You know, how do you conclude that Uyu Muntu means Uyu Muntu once on time? I had my own Muntu in my head. Are you getting the point? So these are the things that we feel are very, very important right now, and not only to us opposition political party leaders, but to you Zambians, and especially the media. Being the fourth estate, you have to ensure that these messages go out there, because it's very, very clear that this ruthless regime wants to do wrong things. They want to abuse our rights. They want to take away our voices. And with you also, that are the people that take out those voices to everybody else. They're going to make sure that they will take away our voices. President Kai was even telling me about my experiences in cells. When they take us to the police cells, by the way, they make sure there's no mattress. Okay? There's no mattress. We tried. Can we get a mattress in? We don't understand. Because even when a person has been put in cells, they still maintain their rights. I get to the point. They still have their rights. So even if you didn't wonder, I said, look at the way I'm dressed. Oh, this is Zambia police. You know I'm a Quasi supporter, so Quasi for life. So it's a Quasi jersey. I'm not wearing Zambia police society. Yeah. So when they take you to the police, they ensure that you sleep on the floor. They ensure that everything that everybody brings, they don't even give to you. For example, all those things you bought the other time, they remain the other side. The other stuff, of course, they bring. When it comes to food and everything, they'll bring to themselves. But when you tell other people, okay, that one happy, you know, we make sure that the toilets are clean, do this, they don't even bring them. My friend Barbara, the one I used to sing, cooks very good food. She brought food for me and they refused for her to come and see me. That was the most thing that hated me the most, because I love Barbara's food very much. Normally, I only travel with Barbara himself. You know, so these are the kinds of violations. I may joke about it, but these are the kinds of violations that this police can actually do, because they feel they can do that. They don't care. Right now, the way I'm dressed right now, I don't know if I'm going to go home. Even in the car, I've already packed. I've said bye to my mother, I've said bye to my children. I don't stay with my mother, but I have to bring her. Under this regime, all these years I've never stayed with my mother, but I have to bring her and say, Chonekapa, isha ujeo bait. Izatika, mwanamzami. Ukakambai ichi lero, mairo. And at first,